You are now watching The Leaping Lemur.
Oh! Oh my god. I don't know. She's my fucking biggest supporter. In a roundabout way. She's literally describing how good of a person I am.
All right, guys, here we go. So today we're going to be talking about Ian Jomha once again. Anisa Jomha's husband. Yes, that's right, folks. This dude just won't fucking quit. Like, he wants to be the white Hassan. I'm going to play the clip right here just so you guys don't think I'm fucking lying or anything like that. So yeah, obviously this dude's pretty fucking delusional. I know a lot of people were kind of hesitant to say that he was a lolcow. They were very hesitant to say that Idubbbz, somebody who's been such a popular creator for so long, is a lolcow. But with the way that this dude's been doing mental gymnastics, sitting there behind the screen making a fucking fool of himself, I feel like we can say now that he's a lolcow. Like, his delusions are fucking nuts. And listen, I don't fucking like Hassan at all, but to compare himself to Hassan is fucking insane. You can't lie when you say Hassan has a lot of people watching him, right? Whether you like him or not, this dude gets like, what, like 30,000 viewers on average? Idubbbz, you're streaming to 200 people. You're streaming to 200 people. Like, you should be more popular than Hassan. If you look at it like you've been on the internet way longer, you had a bigger fan base at one point, you should have more viewers than Hassan. You just fucking suck. So you're stuck at 200 viewers. Nobody wants to sit there and watch you complain about H3 all day and play World of Warcraft and shit. Like, come on, bro. And what makes it even worse is you're the N-word F-slur guy. Like, you do know that, right? And you're sitting here and you're trying to moral grandstand and tell people how they should feel politically when you're the dude who would scream free speech and hurl slurs at people for no reason, right? It's just super hypocritical, bro. You're sitting here and going after people who are lightly throwing jokes at you, right? Who don't even say slurs, who aren't even racist. They just lightly throw jokes at you. And then you have to sit there and be like, oh, these people, they're the worst people in the world. Did you hear what they just said about me? Oh my God, how could somebody say this about somebody else? And it's like, dude, come on. They're literally just making fun of you. The only reason that you're angry is because it's at your expense and not at fucking H3's expense or your boxing coach's expense or anybody else that you don't fucking like, Nicholas Deorio or something like that, right? Like, the list can go on of people that Ian would be fine with if they got made fun of. But if he gets made fun of, oh my God, guys, bullying is so wrong. Don't bully anybody. But this is all coming from the fucking guy who made his career off of bullying people, the N-word F-slur guy. Like, come on, get a fucking grip. Nobody wants to hear political takes from your goofy ass, dude. Stay in your fucking lane and go eat a hair cake. Or at least contribute something of value to this ecosystem. I mean, look at Filthy Frank. He went off and started making great music, made a career for himself, and turned this whole thing into a positive. I mean, it was positive before, but now it's even more positive. He doesn't have to worry about being that, you know, hyped up, edgy guy anymore like he used to be in his videos. Filthy Frank can be Joji. He can be that calm musician that he always wanted to be, right? But you're trying to be something that you're not, because you're not good at politics. You're not good at talking in front of a bunch of people, and you're not the white Hasanabi. Like, that's just how it goes, bro. You're just not that. So there's no way that you're going to be able to split off in the way that he did, because you're just not talented enough. Anyway, I've been talking way too fucking long. This dude basically goes off on like H3 and Kino Casino and just starts saying a bunch of random bullshit. He's basically coping. Like, the whole time he's watching Ethan look at this video from Kino Casino, and he's pausing every 2 seconds to be like, how does Ethan not notice that these are horrible people? It's like he's trying to avoid the fact that these people are horrible. And it's like, why are they horrible? Because they're making fun of you? And it's because AB makes like this comment where he's like, that was an edgy joke or something like that. You know what I mean? He kind of alludes to the fact that the joke was kind of a little bit over the edge. And, you know, Ethan responds with, yeah, these guys kind of go, these guys are kind of nuts. They go crazy sometimes. And he's obviously joking. Like, this is just banter. But Ian's taking this shit so serious. He's like, look at Ethan. He knows that these people are horrible. He knows of the crimes that they have committed. And it's like, bro, you take this shit way too serious. That's why everybody thinks you're a fucking lolcow.
But if you've made your career being the N-word F-word guy, it's great that you've changed and become a more compassionate person, but
It's great that you've changed and you've become a more compassionate person. Here it comes. Thank you, Selkie.
lost the right to cry and bitch and get defensive when people make fun of you forever. Buddy?
That's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you. So guess what? they're gonna keep doing it. This is how the internet works. It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
The whole time, he's not saying that he is a perpetrator of bullying her. What he's saying is that other people are doing that. But he is doing it actively. In this video, he is bullying.
His point here, if you can believe it, is he's saying Kino Casino wouldn't dare take responsibility for making fun of Anisa.
No, you're stupid. I am setting up the point. It's kind of like a joke, Ethan. You have to set up to the point that you're making, right? I'm not just going to immediately feed it to you. I have to provide evidence of the point that I'm making. I have to set it all up. If you didn't pause the video, you might understand that.
What the fuck is this asshole even talking about? You pause this dude's podcast every 2 fucking seconds to dissect the shit that he says. Most of the time, Ethan hasn't even finished his sentence before you sit there and pause to cut him off. And you have the audacity to say, maybe if you didn't pause it, you'd understand what was going on. You just fucking suck, because everybody knows that your point was to slam dunk on Kino Casino. You wanted to play on their feelings. You're like, oh, you bully people. Like, look at you bullied her. Like, look at the shit that you did. Like, you're just like Kiwi Farms, yada yada yada. Your point at the end of that was to show that Kino Casino are bullies, and I guess to try to like be like, haha, look at you, you actually bully people. I can't think of anything else. Like, what was your end goal there? Because everybody already knows that Kino Casino are trolling you, right? Like, everybody understands this. They know that these people don't like you, and they know that these people insult you all the time. Like Kino Casino, Ethan, you get insulted all the time, but you had it coming to you, and you know why you had it coming to you. You just play dumb as if, oh, I'm this innocent guy and everybody just started attacking me because of my girlfriend. And it's like, no, bro, it was a few incels on the internet. You overblew the whole thing. You just made a whole video about it, crying about it, right? And then it just caused people to be like, bro, this guy won't shut the fuck up, he's a lolcow. Then you started crying about that. You started crying because people started making fun of you and being like, hey, bro, can you like stop apologizing? It's just this endless cycle of this dude being like, please feel bad for me. People attack me. People attack me. People don't like me anymore. And it's like, dude, if you made solid content, people would watch it. And this is proven by the fact that before this whole shit went down with Anisa, before this whole shit went down with Creator Clash, you were getting views. You were getting consistent views. And now that you fucked a lot of people over, now that you put yourself in the Hassan corner, well, guess what? Your views dip. That's how shit works, bro. You lost a good amount of your audience being an asshole. Honestly, I don't even think it's him being an asshole. I think it's him being an asshole and trying to hide it behind virtue. Because a lot of people enjoy people that are like blunt and enjoy people that get to the point and that can be described as people who are assholes. You know what I mean? Like, I've been described as somebody who can't shut the fuck up, and I say things that I probably shouldn't say. But a lot of people like to hear that sort of shit on the internet, right? As long as you're genuine about it and you don't try to like play this whole thing like, oh my God, guys, I'm so virtuous. Look at me. I'm the best creator on the planet. I'm the white Hasanabi. Some people might even call me Jesus, the way that I'm the white Hasanabi. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Bro, do I need to run that intro again? What an insane fucking point to include in your video. It's mad. It's nonsense.
And in other videos, he's literally bullied and made fun of her dad who has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
With a late-stage dementia
He doesn't
patient
care.
who is an extremist Muslim.
He doesn't
and he sees
care.
his daughter covered in
You can keep saying that, but you're the one watching it and giving them kudos.
tattoos, married to Idubbbz the cuck, and he just freaks the out.
But do you see what I'm
Idubbbz is having
saying? Everything they say is just as inflammatory as possible.
Like, they're not going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe make a comment on that. Maybe make a comment like, this is bad. This is something people shouldn't be doing. I wouldn't want people to say this about me. You're just focusing, like, this is what they all do. They all focus on optics and strategy. They say, you brought it upon yourself. That way they never actually have to dive into the difficult questions. The difficult question is to say, I don't like this. This is not behavior that I want to endorse. They keep it super surface level and they say, you're feeding into it. Of course these guys are going to do it. Of course these guys are going to do this. Why are you even giving it attention? And it's the most invalidating bullshit thing to say. And a lot of people that I'm sure are close with Ethan and other people on the crew, like, the last thing that they would ever want to hear is like, you're feeding into it. You're making it worse for yourself. It's so fucking stupid. Take a stand.
When did Idubbbz become the guy who decides what's bullying and what's not bullying? I don't understand this, because he will sit there and he will criticize people. He will bully them. He will make fun of their accent. He will do negative things. I've seen him do this. And if it's people who he dislikes, it's okay. Like, his own audience has to see this, right? Has to see how hypocritical this is. You're taking this hard stance against bullying. You're saying that cyberbullying's wrong. You're saying that talking shit about people on the internet, obsessing over them, that's wrong. But then you do that, like, on your own stream, you sit there and fucking do that. It's so hypocritical. It's crazy. The old Idubbbz would make a video on you so fucking fast because it's so easy to do. It's so easy to point this shit out. Fucking baby could do it, bro. Fucking 2-year-old can see how hypocritical this shit is, bro. No, like, genuinely, I think somebody in, like a kindergartner could probably get this. Like, somebody in kindergarten, they could definitely understand the concept of how you bullying somebody while saying bullying's bad is hypocritical. I do truly believe that. Like, I don't know what the fuck got rattled in your brain, but somehow you don't understand how stupid that sounds. Why the fuck does this dude want Ethan to defend him now? Why is he asking Ethan to defend him? Why is he telling Ethan to comment on these people, to come to his defense against these trolls, against Kino Casino, two people that would probably tear him apart, right? Like, why? Why would he risk that for you? Somebody who's fucked him over so many times and is currently doing that. What do you expect out of him, bro? Of course he's gonna sit back and laugh at you for getting into this fight with random trolls on the internet. What else would he do? You fucked him over, dude. Like, you expect him to start going after Kino Casino and saying they're horrible people and agreeing with you and sucking up to you. Is that genuinely what you expect? No, he's gonna sit back and laugh that you got yourself in this predicament, that you really went and gave the trolls what they wanted. You fed into that shit.
You're not gonna get fucking roasted by saying this is bad behavior, or even acknowledging that that's the point of the video I'm making.
They
don't care. They literally don't care.
That's what they do. That's why people watch, right?
Take them on walks through the neighborhood.
By the way, if Ethan like thinks that them wearing like goofy costumes like sort of like strips any accountability or makes it all like comedy, I am now wearing a goofy squirrel hat. So everything I'm saying from here on out is just comedy, so you can't get mad or take offense to any of it, because it's only jokes.
Talk to this demented guy.
Jesus Christ. I didn't catch this the first time. They were fucking bad.
No, they're...
This is going to be about as close as we get to saying that this is not okay.
Dude,
yeah.
They're nuts.
Yeah.
They're totally unhinged.
Yeah.
And that's...
Notice the words that are being used. They're nuts. They're unhinged. No, I think what the words you're looking for is horrible people. They call me and Anisa like evil and vile and all of these crazy dramatic words, but they refuse to say, fuck these guys. They're pieces of shit.
Dude, because he doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's reacting to your video, first of all, and Ian keeps acting as though like Ethan is just reacting to Kino Casino, like he's not reacting to Kino Casino within Ian's video. For some reason, he's acting like, oh, you're watching these people and you're saying this. He's just reacting to your video. At the end of the day, I think Ethan is agreeing with like their core points, right? Because you do fucking suck, and I think everybody else agrees that you and Anisa fucking suck. But he is like, these people are obviously trolls, you know, they say jokes that go overboard. That's how it goes on the internet. Like, Ethan understands this, and he's not about to open that can of worms and start going after Kino Casino. I think that's a better way to put it. It's not that he doesn't agree with them, but he understands that like most of what they're doing is trolling, so he's able to be like, yeah, these people are nuts, like obviously they're going overboard. But you don't seem to understand that. You're taking it so fucking serious, bro. You're fucking like all upset, you get all mad and angry about it, And it's like, dude, if you just ignored it and never made a video, shit would be so much better than it is right now. Am I right? Like, am I right or am I right? Because you sit here and you fucking act as though making that video did anything but add fuel to the fire. All it did was make shit worse for you. I don't think you got it anymore, bro. There is no spark there. Like, every time you make a video, it's catastrophic. Like, it fucking ruins your channel, right? Every time you make a video, you just lose subs. It's over, bro. Like, pack it up.
Some central point about calling them out, like, oh, bro, you wouldn't dare to admit that you're the one.
It's not that. He is so dumb. He's completely missing the point. He's saying that that is my central point, is that they wouldn't dare claim that they're harassing. No, I'm speaking to their fucking conscience.
Bullying us. It's like, bro, what?
They do, in their conscience, feel a little bad about it. They do.
If that's genuinely what you were trying to do there, I think that's even worse. I think you should have just went with the idea that Ethan had, man, because that seems even worse. I think that he's doing a little bit of both. I think that he did kind of want to sort of do like this whole gotcha with Kino Casino and be like, oh, here you are saying that bullying is bad, but you bullied me, gotcha. And I think that like he's like, oh, you'll never admit that you're a true bully. Like, I think that was a point, but I do think that like now hearing Ian say this, I think that he genuinely wanted to play into their conscience, which is fucking crazy. Like, as if he was gonna like get into the mind of the people at Kino Casino and fucking like pull at their heartstrings or something. These people don't give a fuck about you. They're trolling you, dude. You genuinely think that you're gonna get into anybody's conscience and make anybody feel bad for you? Or nobody feels bad for you. You're not tugging on anybody's heartstrings there, buddy. Nobody got a fucking little single tear rolling down their cheek for you and Anisa, all right? You done played everybody. Like, everybody who had any kind of goodwill towards you doesn't anymore. And the people that do, the only reason that they do is like a political narrative. It's because it fits their political narrative. It's because you decided to join their side. That's why.
You guys don't care.
This is something that he's very familiar with. But for some reason, in this moment, he refuses to take any ownership of the fact that he is part of the problem.
Like, that's what people are gonna.
It's like Ethan's getting mad that I'm making him think. That's why he's mad. He's like, come on, stop it. I already get that the point is that they're assholes. Can you please not make me think, but why they might be assholes and why they're doing any of this? Fuck.
Do because they want to get a reaction out of you, so that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you.
He doesn't
Hold
want
on, can you pause real quick? I've got 2 kids, right? And I had this
Shut up, Tom. You are stupid. In this moment, Tom just has some stupid fucking anecdote about my kids are the same thing, are doing the same thing. One bullies the other one, and the other one feeds into it by reacting to the bully of the bullying tactics the other one uses. Idubbbz is being stoic here. It's like, yeah, no shit, dude. This is like fucking the most obvious shit. We all see this in school. We're very familiar with it. I don't know why he's bringing it up like it is some fucking revelation. Yes, Tom, let's hear your fucking stupid anecdote.
Dude, you are genuinely fucking stupid. First of all, the first point right there, you say that he's mad because he has to think. That Ethan is mad because you're making him think. That's not why he's angry. He's not angry because like, oh, you threw some points at him that he can't even defend. He's frustrated. He's frustrated because of your stupidity. He's like, oh my God, this point's so fucking stupid. This guy's going on so long with this fucking dumb point. He's starting to get frustrated, right, with your stupidity. That's what's happening there. Just explaining it to you. I don't know. You don't understand things anymore, I guess. Like, it's crazy as fuck that's what you seem to think is what's going on, even though he's paused the video multiple times and made several points. You're like, he's frustrated because he can't respond. It's like, no, that's not why. It's not because he can't respond. It's because your point is so stupid. And then this dude, like, he shows he's so fucking stupid because he doesn't even understand why Tom was saying what he was saying. He's like, I don't even get the point point of the anecdote about the kid and the bullying and the feeding into the other kid. Of course that happens. We all get it. And it's like, you don't understand that he's making a connection between like Kino Casino being the kid who's bullying and you being the kid who always reacts to the bullying, therefore gets more bullying. You know what I mean? That's sort of like a dumbed down version of what you're doing, right? It's basically a perfect explanation of how that works on an individual social level, right? This is just brought up into like the full scope of the internet now, where you have Ian being the reactor and everybody else, you know, H3, Kino Casino, everybody else who's trolling him being the ones that are actually doing the teasing towards him. And that's just kind of like how to explain lolcow culture in general. It's like people will say these things about somebody and it can be a small creator, a big creator, it don't matter. A lolcow will see that and they'll instantly react. They'll start screaming, they'll start crying, even if it's valid criticism, right? They don't give a fuck. They'll never face it. They'll never actually like look at that and think about it. They'll constantly think that they're in the right, come up with some kind of justification. That's what makes you a lolcow right there, Ian, is that you'll look at these people who are a fraction of your size and cry about them. Instead of coming up with an actual like smart, slick comeback, you just decide to try to play at their moral heartstrings as if you're some kind of fucking little video essayist. You know those like YouTube video essayists that kind of like make these videos? Shit, I've made videos like this where you're like reading a script and you're really trying to play into people's heartstrings, and you're like, that's what he's trying to do. I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't just like come up with some slick response like you used to, but you decided to come up with some kind of like crazy pseudo intellectual video essay that was shit.
Conversation last night. I got a 10-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old daughter. The 10-year-old's goal in life is to fuck with the 6-year-old, right? She lives for it. So we're in the car. I'm driving her back from Target yesterday, and she is just fucking with her. And the thing she does most is make smug face, like.
Oh, God.
It drives the 6-year-old insane, right?
Oh, no.
So I tried to have the conversation with her. Like, the more you like let it get under your skin, the more your sister's gonna do that shit.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing we're talking about here.
He is talking about himself.
Like,
He's
what are
talking
you
about
doing?
all the trolls. He's definitely referring to himself.
Like, if you didn't let them affect them, you wouldn't have them on there. We wouldn't know who the fuck Keen.
Yeah, don't let it affect you. All right. This is a universal experience that he's describing. We've all seen the person, and that's especially what the fucking lolcow shit is, right? Oftentimes, it's someone who doesn't have the fucking social cues or the capacity to know in all of the ways that they are being poked and prodded to the point of reacting, and then all the bullies laugh. This is shit you see in grade school all the fucking time, and it is wrong. Him bringing this up is not illuminating anything. This is fucking obvious. If you watch my video, it's obvious. If you live life, it's obvious.
Bro, you're just a shitty person. You bully other people, you constantly talk shit about other people, and then when other people dish it out to you, you scream and you cry and you say, this is bad. It's bad to poke and prod people. Didn't you make a whole ass video on Ethan Klein talking about how it was okay for people to call CPS on his kids because they were genuinely concerned? Shut the fuck up, bro. You have brainworms. Like, you have something going on in your head. Like, you made videos on Ethan Klein talking shit about him, justifying the people on Snark calling CPS on his kids. You laughed about skulls being sent to his house and said that it was a funny joke. You thought it was humorous. But here you are talking about how, oh God, don't let it happen to me, guys. Don't bully me. Don't criticize me on the internet. Please don't. You're such a weak person, bro. You're so weak. Y'all, this shit reminds me of a South Park episode. I just realized it. There's a South Park episode where there's this anti-bullying spokesperson that goes to their school named Buck Bailey, and he starts bullying Mr. Mackey. Like, he's the anti-bullying guy, but he bullies people. And this kind of reminds me of Ian. You know what I mean? He's like, he goes on to like do this message of anti-bullying, don't bully anybody, making fun of lolcows is bad. But then he'll go on to bully people who he deems bad. You know what I mean? Like, he'll bully Ethan Klein. He'll bully his boxing coach and his wife, right? But when people bully him, when people make fun of his wife, it's misogynistic. People are horrible. Like, people need to stop doing it, like anti-bullying all the way. But he's allowed to bully other people. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same kind of thing.
You know, the big casino, or whatever the hell his name is.
He's literally giving you good advice. He's like, the more you say that everybody is going to.
No, it's the fucking advice that every piece of shit father says. Don't let it get under your skin. You're going to be fine if you just don't let it get under your skin. You'll be good. You won't have to go to therapy in 10 years, 20 years. Just don't let it get under your skin. You'll be fine. Meanwhile, you're saying that to, like, some fucking highly autistic child that hasn't been diagnosed or something. It's like, all right, yeah, you're doing a lot of good in the world. Walk it off, big champ. Also, yeah, great point, Shiny Teeth. This is another reason why the video that I made came out now. We've been dealing with this for fucking 8 years. I don't expect it to change because of this video, but I am telling people about it. It's good to tell people about it.
Didn't Ian have a breakdown because he said his boxing coach yelling at him reminded him of his father? Like, does this guy have daddy issues or something like that? Why does he, what the fuck analogy is he trying to make? It's like a father who tells you not to take shit serious and to dust it off. What is he? Is he the highly autistic individual in this instance? I don't know what he's trying to say here, bro. But all I know is that that's genuinely good advice. You should not be letting things get to you too much, right? Like, you should never do that. Now, there is times when that is bad advice and people should step in, like when shit gets serious. But if it's just somebody on the playground saying some stupid thing about you, either come back with something or ignore them. Because at the end of the day, if you ignore them or you come back with something stronger, they're going to leave you the fuck alone, right? That's just how shit works. As long as nobody's getting hurt, nobody's really going to step in, right? Unless like crazy shit's going down, right? Like nobody's really going to step in. That's just how kids are. Like sometimes they say crazy shit to each other. And at the end of the day, like, you just got to be like, ignore them and, you know, don't listen to what they say because there's really nothing else that you can do, you know? Like, I don't know what you expect, bro. This is just such a weird analogy. I think he's genuinely talking about his dad. Like, maybe Ian was being bullied in school and his dad told him not to listen to the haters. And obviously, Ian couldn't listen to that because look at how the fuck he's reacting right now. And he probably just went into his room and started crying, right? This guy just doesn't understand genuinely good advice. Like, people give him genuinely good advice, and because they're not on his side and they say jokes at his expense, he doesn't listen to it and he throws it out the window. Even though a lot of the shit that they're saying, like, if he actually listened to this shit and used it as constructive criticism, he would definitely become not only a better person, but a better content creator, at least in my opinion.
Obviously weaponize it against you. What, AB?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, obviously, okay, he just said it there. Obviously, people are going to weaponize it against you. What are they going to weaponize? Sincerity, honesty, vulnerability, being a human? That's the thing that people are going to weaponize against you? Make a moral judgment. Don't be a fucking pussy. Say, is that a good or a bad thing?
Sorry, I was just going to say, Nate walked away for a sec. We couldn't find Tom's button. We weren't
That's
trying
also
to
another
silence
thing.
him.
Refuse to make the easiest moral judgments. It's not a difficult thing to say bullying and harassing people is bad to do. You shouldn't be doing it. That's not hard.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I was going to say that Ian, out of all the people, that is his first time addressing those trolls that have been going against him for years.
Oh, this is actually the opposite of what these shitheads have been saying the whole podcast. Giardi is speaking up, and she's saying, this is the first time Ian is standing up to the harassment in a video. But the whole first half of this was Ethan saying, we've heard this shit before. Yeah, you and your wife, blah, blah, blah. Like, we know. And she's completely contradicting what he just said. Like, she's correct in this moment. We're going to see if, it remains true.
He could say anything about them. He could roast them to the ground. He can do so many jokes about them, and he just decides to
call them
give
fat
context
and
call one guy fat.
And meanies.
Oh,
she was just adding to his point, dude. I knew that she was gonna do this. Like, what do you mean? He's just talking about, Ethan is talking about the things that you said within your video. He's saying that we've heard it all before. That doesn't diminish Galia's point that this is the first time that you decided to respond to the trolls, and this is the way that you decide to respond, by talking about your wife, shit that we've already heard, by sitting there and trying to play like some kind of moral high ground or something. Like I said, this is literally a point that that I made as well. You could have been slick. You could have came back with something good, but no, you decided to sit there and whine the whole time and complain and be like, bullying's bad. Even though like 2 videos ago, you bullied Ethan Klein, bro, like hella times. I mean, at least in like what you consider bullying, right? If you're considering what other people are doing to you and saying that that's bullying, then yeah, you making those videos on Ethan Klein, I feel like it's fair to say that that's bullying, right?
Oh my God. I don't know. She's my fucking biggest supporter in a roundabout way. She's literally describing how good of a person I am. He could totally roast them to the ground. He can piss on their grave. He can do all of these things because he's the freaking content cop. But what does he choose to do instead? He chooses to show empathy, just kind of call a guy fat casually and show context. I can't believe he's showing people context. What an evil piece of shit.
You're such a fucking loser, dude. Oh my God, you fucking suck. You're so dumb. It genuinely makes me angry. Okay, I gotta chill, bro. Cause shit like this genuinely makes me angry. When people are this blatantly stupid, you're like, I'm so virtuous, I'm against bullying. In the same fucking breath, you make fun of this chick's accent. You're racist. Like, you're just the same dude. You're just racist. What do you mean? You didn't change. You aren't empathetic. You're weird. This is weird, bro. Like, genuinely, if anybody else did this, like if your wife had a accent, like because she's supposed to be Muslim, right? Let's say she had an accent and she was like ethnic, right? She wasn't like a white chick who grew up in, I don't know where the fuck she grew up, like Wisconsin or something. I don't fucking know, where, Seattle. If she had an accent and somebody did this to your wife, you would be screaming, "How you're so racist! You're a racist! Look at this racist white guy!" Like, that's literally, you're just a white guy doing an ethnic accent while you're claiming to be like above everybody else and anti-bullying and shit like that. You're so pathetic, and it's so hypocritical, bro. So blatantly hypocritical.
Just being stoic here.
His criticism essentially boils down to, you guys are mean.
Yeah, but
Oh, you guys are mean. Yes, that is the criticism, asshole. I'm an adult. If you go to therapy, you'll find out very often the stupid things that you obsess over and these weird like vendettas you have is just, hey, Ian, you were mean to me. You were mean to me and I didn't like it. What am I doing in my video? I'm saying, yes, you were mean to me. It is that simple.
This guy is just fucking stupid. Like, he's just a walking hypocrite, right? Like, this guy's the definition of a hypocrite, right? Because he sits there and he talks about how people need to go to therapy. People need to go to therapy. How if you go to therapy, they're going to tell you that, everything boils down to people being mean to you. I don't think that's how therapy works. I don't think in therapy they would talk about how it's healthy to obsess over the little things people are saying. I don't think that's exactly the point that he's trying to make here, but it somehow becomes that point. And I don't even think he knows what point he's trying to land on here, but for some reason he brings up the fact that when you go to therapy, you talk about all the things like people say about you and you obsess over it. That's not everybody's experience in therapy, so I don't know what the fuck you mean. I think that's just some kind of like projection you have. You're telling him to go to therapy so that he can complain about the shit people say about him. Nah, dude, that's your job, bro. That's your job. You're the therapy guy. You're supposed to come out and say how stoic you are and get all pseudo intellectual. That's your job. You just want everybody else to be you and sit there and take everything serious and take on these people that they have no business taking on. Bro, Ethan just wants to stay out of it. Let him stay out of it. You're fucking weird for that, bro. You want him to defend you after all you did? With that being said, that's all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you watched all the way to the end, you're the best. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.